Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the William channel and the William Live Show. We're just kicking off here on a Saturday. Here the third and fourth place final is about to kick off the day. We've got, and it should be soon, we've got England Lion, and just to give you views, what is really interested in tomorrow now, the big thing what people are interested in here is this is the William Live Show on the William channel, and it's filmed here in the studio before a studio audience, and you can sometimes hear them clapping and shouting, and you'll definitely hear them talking. We can't stop anybody talking in the next room. Yeah, that's what it goes. Yeah, I've been plagued with something like that all my life. Can't stop people talking in the next room. I can see what they like about you. Well, there you go. Hmm. Yeah. Now the big story is people are asking what happened to the bunny. Here he is. Is this him in his state? I'm not doing anything to him. Is this him? Hello, little bunny. Hello, I've been sick. Yes, I took ill, yesterday, but oh, thanks to the boys and Mr. Wright gave me that jungle juice. Poor, it blew me. They thought I was dead, but we got England Lion. You call England physio, and he fixed this. And of course, Guy, the guardsman, is in the studio today. When the guards collapse, he gives them a drop of that jungle juice. Yes, and I'm feeling better already, but I'm still not quite myself. Look, hello there. It's nice to see everybody. Nice that everybody was concerned about me. That was the thing. Yeah, somebody said I died. Well, I was dead for all sorts here, but we shipped it up to the doc, and he said, "Oh, I take this medicine, and it'll be fine." And thank you, Roland, up there for looking after us. Also, there he is. Yes, oops, my head's gone a bit wobbly again. Up, oh, hey, way I go. I always pass out on the William show. Boom. There you go. He's going again. He always faints on the William show, just like the gods. When they're marching up and down. Now you would tell me what happened. Oh, I had a faint. I don't worry about it. He'll be all right now. Yes. And the mother is pleased, the father is pleased. It's the daddy or the mother. It's the daddy, it's the daddy and the mother. It's the daddy dressing up as the mother. Oh boy, my dumb. And England Lion. The physio will give him out the mouth, man. He'll be all right, man. He'll be all right. There's nothing wrong with him. He just passes off to sleep. Hmm. Yes. And of course, we have to announce that today the great presenters in the sky, the god has died. There he is. Michael Parkinson has died. They said Bunny Rabbit has died, but they got it wrong. It's Michael Parkinson who died. Yes. And there's his photograph in the paper. And now let's finish the job with the England Lions. And shows you them better on here. There's the England Lions or Lionesses. And they're going to bite you. And there they are. Now, England Lion, match is not till tomorrow. You inform me. Now, what they're going to do? They're going to bite the legs. Ah, yes, bite the legs. That's what it is. England going to do it. England going to win that World Cup. I'll tell you tomorrow. He says, yes, I'll be voting for them. Today's match, he said I'd rather have Sweden. Sweden will beat Australia. He says, my tip. England Lion there likes the old football, and he's got 3 lions on his shirt. He got 3 lions on his badge. He got many lions. So why is he crying? He's not. He's quite happy at the moment. He's got Drupas disease. He always falls asleep. But he's only a baby rabbit, you know. Baby rabbits do fall asleep. Mr. Right will give him some of that jungle juice. Wow, that'll blow his socks off. The Sherlocks are naturally here, looking through each other's eyes. A great trick there. They can see what nobody can see. They've seen him, they've pronounced him okay, but he's asleep at the moment. Well, he's asleep at the moment. Well, he's asleep at the moment, and Guy the Guardsman's nothing to be over there. Yes, he's asleep at the moment. Go and see what Billy Bass is doing then. There's Billy's selection for the day. He's putting up a selection. He's putting up a rare selection because he doesn't often put this one up. He's putting a StreamYard up. Ian, the animated stuff collector, gets on first. Billy's putting a StreamYard up because it was a green fish, resembles a bass, resembles a Billy bass, and it floated down in stream. Let's see what it says on his board. And you can hardly read his name, but it does look like a bass, and it looks like Billy Bass, and I'll give him that. And it's going up to 22 degrees a day. If it is, we're going to get monked by these flies. The next few days will be very reasonable. Yes, I'm supportive if it stays reasonable like that. It'll not be too hot, but oh, I see we've got up to 19 at the moment and partly sunny. Mind, it rained all the rest of yesterday, mostly just light rain sometimes, and it was even wet during the night. Yes. Sherlock's selection of the day comes from Skylar Studios. Jimmy Spanish English animated dancing Santa. And he's going to dance for you. And that's Sherlock's selection of the day. Whoops, a diddly. 2 Ians for the price of none. Wow, that cannot be. Ian's got another one in his StreamYard, resembles the first one in his StreamYard. The first one in his StreamYard resembles the second one in his StreamYard. Ian's got another one in his StreamYard, and there goes another fish. And he missed that one as well. Ian, the automated stuff collector, he got too much stuff to concern himself, but he missed the fish. It's swimming down his StreamYard. And there he goes. But Dominic Smith will get him. He's going live. Dominic Smith to the rescue. Oh, and he missed him as well. Oh, he's too interested in his teddy bear. But Dominic Smith is going live. That'll be a skive. Yeah, it doesn't say when he's going live. But he's going live sometime. You'll have to watch him and see. Now, Andrews 119, all knowing Daniel and Dixie Duggars at Hershey Park footage. Yeah. And that's Andrews 119. Yes. We'll go up that board now to see the monkey. The monkey has turned up. Yeah, Monkey Judy. Innocent Jolly, he dragged Mum's hand to ask for milk. He should know where it is by himself now. He'll be getting a couple of bottles. Yeah, and Monkey Judy, greedy Jolly, take a bag of rambutan. Oh, yes, rambutan to eat alone. Yeah, he'll eat the whole bag alone. He'll sit up on top of the door, and Mum will never be able to get one. And the Robotical Halloween, the KO82 headed Reaper with the Friday stream from the Jimmy Lover. He just loves it. Jimmy Master Animatronics 23, Spirit of Halloween Grave Watcher, unboxing, setup, and review. Yes. Bonnie loves being down at Fish Market again. I went down the other day and he didn't have an owl fish. No. He's got owl videos though. Douglas Fir. He comes out at Christmas. And the Billy Bass in Oyomatic. I can't see Billy. Must be hidden by his bass. That's Douglas Fir. Oh, and there's Billy Bass. He's annoying the Douglas Fir. Yes. Keeps taking a bite at his leaves. And as old Douglas, he's getting nattery. Yes, Mr. Halloween dude, most of my animatronic collection. I've got a room full. We've only got 54 here. Yes, we got 54 on the William Live, sure. 54 props, yeah. We have 53 in actual life. One got broken, of course, a couple red, remember? And he doesn't exist here now, but of course his videos and other here, and he's still here in his ghostly presence. He torments the other cubs. That's what he's here for. And the robotical Halloween pack singing pumpkin trio. We're not thinking of replacing them. We just leave them as one of the setup. That's the cup red. I should tell you about the cups. We got the cup lavender as well, but a long way behind the cup red. It's been on over a year now, quite new lavender. And the cup Brahma, which it has a type of red shine on him, but you couldn't hardly see it's red. Uh, there he goes. That's just his name. So Robotical Halloween with Pack, Singing Pumpkin, Trio edit, and Walgreens Halloween 23, Cameo August 18th. Snowy Animatronics, Jimmy Cornelius, the Dancing Chicken, and poor Mike from Chilling Props. He's got a Leatherface warrior. Poor Mike's been beaten by the Leatherface warrior. And Wyatt the Scarecrow. Spirit of Halloween 23, the store tour number 2. Oh, it's the Clark Family Creative. Cool Clark and the Quarantine Kids play Tighten Up. Tighten Up. Archie Bell and the Drells, eh? Tighten Up, yeah. Yeah, I know them. Apropos, here I go again. I used to blare it out. Yes. Um, Animated Haunted Oak Tree. Jimmy Halloween 23. Jimmy Brothers. Jimmy Brothers has been a little bit busy. Light Up Talking Witchbearer 23. And new for 23. Jimmy Christmas Air Blown Inflatable 8.5-foot Christmas Vacation Station Wagon. That's Josh. He's been up all night again. I've been up part of the night. He's done quite well. Oh, he's been busy. Yes, new for 23. In Selfie Halloween Inflatable 11-foot Skeleton Unicorn Archway for Josh. And Josh again with the new for 23. In Selfie Halloween Inflatable 7-foot Ghost Rock Band. And why the Scarecrow Party Piece Halloween 23 tour. And that animatronic person with the dandy Grim Reaper audio rip, I've got the Rumpus Machine coming up. Why, there's the Rumpus Machine. Santeria cover, Sublime. Rumpus Machine live, classic rock and original bands. Yes, and I like Rumpus Machine. With Darrell there, yes. Came on the William Live show before, yes. And that's great to see the Rumpus Band doing well there, down in New Zealand. I wonder have you seen any of the matches? Yes. And the Jimmy Brother animated witch pushed with spiders. I got plenty of them. He eats them. Jimmy Halloween, and that's the Jimmy Brothers. Trace East Haunter, Spirit of Halloween, Emmeline Demo, and Joe P. Yeah, nice to see him again. He's been turning up in the past few days. Joe P. Jimmy Prototype, Animated Dancing Hamsters, Gilligan, and Jed. And Bianca's nostalgic corner, Taro the trash can. Yeah, Bianca's cleaning up the room and getting all the trash and the trash in and it crashed into the trash can. Emily Lynch, you raised me up. Secret Garden, piano and vocal cover by Emily Lynch. I'm moving to the UK charts. I was nearly going to put Emily in the UK charts there, but she's not. We move into the UK charts. She comes in about 40, comes in nice and fresh. Luke Coombs with a fast car. That's Luke there. Is he cross? Yeah, he always is. Bittersweet goodbye. But I hope take 36 and take Casio about 30. Casio. Maria and the D Block Empire Prada. Uh-huh. And now we go to Sunny Fodera and MK Askin, featuring Clementine Douglas. That's in the charts. Give my number 28. And Fred again. Obonga Jaw. Adore You. Give me number 20. And highest new entry this week is Olivia Rodrigo. Bad idea, right? Yes, right up about number 5 or something. And that's a bad idea, Olivia. You might hit the number 1. Rocky the King Lobster Morbid Enterprises. The well-trained Modi walking on 2 legs to carry a basket for Mom. And Josh the Inflatable. Louis 23 Halloween Inflatables, animatronics, decorations, and the walkthrough store tour. Yes. Yes. That's the one that drove bound this there. I mean, it was just there. It was just there. But yeah, it bounced again. You would have to pull that one back down. Yeah. Right. A Dear Hope, Jack in the Box Hope edition. Walmart exclusive unboxing BTS. And the busiest day, Judy spent her day and night helping Mom do housework. But look, you haven't rubbed those monkey paws off. He's got more paws on the doors than he's got in his bucket. Monkey Judy, jolly, I can't wait to start her day. Force Mom to dress her as soon as possible. And the carpetbagger, the rare and exclusive double Ferris wheel at the Iowa State Fair plus the Old Mill Dock Ride. Are you going on it, carpetbagger? That's carpetbagger Jacob there. Yes, he's gone to all those places to show you what they're like. Iowa State Fair. What a state. Yes. There's only 3 states in the USA. What a state, a right state, and a bit of a state. Yes. Monkey Jolly, lol, Jolly quickly escaped when Bella aims a gun at her. Bella, I got a gun. Bella's got a gun. It used to be Jimmy's got a gun. Aerosmith, Jimmy's got a gun. Bella's got a gun. She's only a little girl just with a plastic. Is it a water pistol? I used to like a water pistol in my day. Gun, once. Oh, yes, I had a gun. I got caps in it. Whatever happened to caps? I don't know. You had to buy them at the shop. Huh. The hat shop, naturally. PG Flower, the city part of town. Gartan of Band 3, Gartner Band 4. Mobile all bosses singing on Kitty Chorus, Monster, Ophelia Bird. I batched the Honda, Spirit of Halloween 23, the Tiki Design, Emmeline, Animatronic Demo, Robotical Halloween, yes, Cursed Audio, And the drunken sailor, what shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Recomposition, but put over a random crop I had saved in my camera roll. And the drunken sailor eating it. He's still drunk anyway. I see he's still out there. He's out for the count. I can see him with his head back, lying in his chair, singing, what shall we do with the drunken sailor? Yes, that was Rocky 867. Skylar's Funny Lures Halloween 23 Part 1. Halloween C. New and improved Spirit of Halloween Heckle animatronic head unboxing. The David Weller figures from Bianca's Nostalgic Corner. Mr. Stills from Children Props. And a story of Wonder Tales. Something the musical. Animation song parody. Dennis Anderson, I'm Not Sorry. The one and only HC, Super Mario Brothers Y Athlete theme. And the sound font from NSBS. And Josh had been busy even the day before the new for 23 Jimmy Christmas air blowing an inflatable 7.5 Disney Winnie the Pooh sleigh with LED lights. Jimmy Master Animatronics, Jimmy Halloween 5-foot tall life-size animated kicking scarecrow, and a spirit polka from Tingo Fingo. 7-foot animated winter dragon demo from Teen Blogger, and Sky Rush Hershey PA from Miscellaneous Joe there, and Joe P going up again. Jimmy Prototype Dinos Woolly Mammoth singing Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice, and as Brian Antenna, the video editor, oh, Charlotte, cancel Charlotte, and Dandy animated Grim Reaper, Grave Down Under, has left his grave down under and he's walking the world. In Skylar Studios, Jimmy Gift Box Buddy, Snowman Alternative Design? Yes, why not? And at Chicken Jasper Studios, Halloween 23, Spirit Grave Watch Animatronics, and Louise Master with the Singing Iguana, partly restored. Right. Now we're going down there to see what the oldies are getting on. Let's see how the oldies are getting on. Well, there's Lisa Live. I wouldn't call her an oldie, but we're getting down the list. Metallica 1. It's not the real oldies. That stuff has been up years. But I'm getting on recently. They'll be down near the bottom. Pusher comes in every day and pushes them down. I've got no control on it because, well, with YouTube, the providers come in, you know, let's take a provider I'll tell you somebody in a minute. The latest ones there, Monkey comes in and they push them down and down and down. Well, the ones that you're not putting up are going to end up at the bottom. You know that. Let's take it from here. This one's only 5 days ago. My Monica Bijanaro landslide. I would say she's been doing quite well recently. And Tone's Animatronics and more. And George Music 6 days ago. So they're doing quite well. But there's after that, a long way after that, a long way after that till we come to the real oldies. Good grooving props from 8 days ago, new for 23, Jimmy Halloween, animated skeleton, and they all go in their days, but the oldies didn't go in their days, they go by years. Could I be catching up with them yet? No, they'll be right down at the bottom, and there's 247 here. up to 12 days ago. I'll do you with 12 days ago. Classic songs played on trumpet. Cherish the Love on trumpet. That's from 12 days ago. I'm going to give you 2 weeks ago. Cool, the Kentucky Rail fan. CN Defect Detector. That's 2 weeks ago. I'm going to give you one for 2 weeks ago. Another one because he's a regular 2 weeks ago. I've got Jimmy Store with Jimmy Novelty Decor, skeleton and overalls with the harmonica. I've got 3 weeks ago. I've got You Ben Hope, Could You Be the Messiah? Gary Silencio. No, he definitely not. But he's trying hard. 3 weeks ago, live performance of 3rd Street at Bowery Electric. That's Johnny Keating. See if we can find after that. I think we're coming to the oldies. What we call the oldies. My Silent Bravery Mind, I didn't even know it's only 3 weeks ago from Matt Wade there. And Connie Talbot, Growing Pains with Connie Talbot. Now, Peter C.M. Hanna have been up 7 months with the Jimmy Animated singing Gladys Garland and the Tips. We will be trying to renew them this weekend with another one. Should have been a Cowboys Rockafire Boy, and it's not bad at only 3 months. Pure Base Cheese, Everybody's Backstreet's Back, Animatronic, Compilation Rock, A Fire Explosion, 2 years. I hasn't always been on here for that length of time, mind. But that's how long it's been since he was first put up. Cheers to Inflatable God, Jimmy 2011, Cauldron Witch, Audio Rip. Now, cheers, I have heard from him on Facebook. And on here as well, yes. So that's only 4 months ago there, so that's not bad. Showbiz Striker been up 1 year with a Beach Bear restored. And I usually only do these once a week now. Randy Unsure been up 3 months with a Jemmy Spinning Snowflake. Snowman Circuit Bent. Scott Crook off 3 months. That little boy with Katie Chambers at the Rockwood Music Hall. Watch what you're doing there, Scott. And 9 months, Fatsis Pizza Safari. He's only got 2. Billy Bob's Pizza Theatre, Knox 91. That's the only footage known to exist. And Renard has been up 10 months with the Tumbling Dice, Linda Ronstadt music cover. Noelia Patricia 1 year with the cover Pity Na. Sue Attendi. Anna Santina 2 years with Runaway Jamiroquai bass cover. And Lady B's there 2 months, only 2 months. Lady B's there with the Ultimate Sonos. And Mitzi's Mozzarella Studios, used to be RMD or something like that. Been up only 1 month. Mitzi Mozzarella, Mouse at night time. 9757, he's only been up a month with the Jimmy Crispus animated guitar frog, and he slipped this far down in just a month. And you may wonder why the 7 years and 2 years are ahead of him. I pushed them up. Last weekend, I tried to push them up each weekend, or try to renew. Jeremy Lee back lucky, and Jeremy get an oil change, only 1 month. I think we'll come back to a bit of sensibility. We've got some of the ones you never put up now. They're different from the oldies. Daniel Carson, 3 weeks ago. Animatronic Builder, 2 weeks ago. 80s Medley. Got Ryan Gosling, but he went back to the YMCA. The Fan on the 2nd of April. Chris the Prop Collector, 3 weeks ago, in Bath. And he's walked his way down, right down here after 3 weeks. And Green Sign Boy, haven't seen him for 3 weeks neither. Mr. Sink neither. Last time I heard of me through a pool party and he jumped in. Rabbit and Snail hasn't been regular. So far, so good. not regular for the last 4 weeks. Zach, Mark Sugar Nuggets, Dominic Smith with his last one was a month ago when he did the Star Wars Nod. It's Louis, that's a month ago. Rubber Revolver, let's see who's last. Costco, Singing Fish Gods, and these are only Singing Fish Gods is 1 year there. We know that. Guadalupe, David Reynolds, Lord Miller, Ren Whitey, David Mason, Ingo Razor, the King of the Surf, Catch Purrs, and there's some name changes here. Rain, Hatho Sachs, Eric the Fish Guy, Banana Animation, Kmart, JDL, a month ago since you heard from him. Terry Heskeles, Paws and Pals, 2 years since made that one anyway. They may have newer, but not much. Cheesy Rat 1 year ago, and Funky Frogs Dude 1 year ago. Mr. Scruff 14 years ago. Music Takes Me Up. Oh. And the Streets, Oxy D 1 year ago. Good on Go Boingo Mind, they're rivaling them as well. Private Life 13 years ago. But they haven't been on here that length of time, but I mean, that's when they were done. Killer Clapper 2 years ago, and Heartex Emph. Freddy Trap 1 month, the Billy Boy. Joe Meek, Society, been on 2 years. And Mangaloshi 41, 1 month ago, again and again, he's at the bottom. I'm going to look in the studio, see me, looking right back at me, but of course concentrating on that list, so no time to look at me. I wonder if we can we gather England Lion? What is going on in the World Cup? We don't know. We've been silent on that. It's because our board went silent. Now, I'm going to take a chance while our board will put it up, because we have a lot of board, you know. We have many boards up. Yes, we've got to go from one board to the other. We might be coming to it now, but we can't see the now from the now. And I'm being told there's been a score. I'm being told there's been a score. He has been playing 32 minutes now. Rolfo, 30-minute penalty for Sweden. That's Sweden ahead, England Lion. It took some getting there. We haven't got the scores flying across the screen yet. We got AWOL, great stream. Thanks. Please keep up the great work and have a great day. Thank you, AWOL. AWOL, thanks. Thanks to you. And now we're going to go somewhere because we're always dashing off. Remember now, Sweden won up after 32 minutes against Australia, and we said Sweden would win that. Yes. And go to it. Can't even see it. There it is, look, my list. And yes, on my list today, a list of songs. You might not hear them too much now, but we do know a lot of the artists, and we don't know some of the artists. Start out with Sheena Easton, Telephone. Long Distance, Love Affair. What's happened in the meantime since Sheena done that is we've changed to mobile phones. That was Sheena tried a phone, long distance on a telephone. Ah, yes. And the Brooklyn Bronx and Queens band used to be just called BB&Q. Nobody knew what it meant. On the Beat in 1981, Pretty Poison is a band. You never caught up with them. They did have a little bit of popularity about 13 years ago. Catch Me I'm Falling. A very slight popularity. Jelly Bean and Madonna. Yes, Jelly Bean and Madonna teamed up for Sidewalk Talk. And Mel and Kim, of course, were always together in those 80s, 1987. I'm the one who really loves you. And then it fell out, I think. Eye Level was a band as well. Yes, I did hear them give me, but I don't know too much about them. And Dancing Tight, Phil Fearon and Galaxy. Yes, remember Phil Fearon's days with Galaxy. Christopher, Gavin Christopher, sorry. One Step Closer. Hmm, I'm not so sure about Gavin Christopher. Never really discovered him too much. I think I've heard the name though. A Melloman Ace I'd heard of, Manti Rosa. I don't know his song, anything like that. Cliff Richard, Please Don't Fall in Love, yes. More familiar with that. And Urgent, yes, I do know the band Urgent. Love Can Make You Cry. I've got it on several compilations. Deal with rock, mostly. Hearts, Marty Blaine. I never had much success with Marty Blaine. I never seem to be doing him or listening to him or anything, but I'm familiar with the name Marty Blaine. Private Lives Living in a World Turned Upside Down, remaster video 1984. A band called Private Lives. Sorry, it was private to me and I never had anything to do with them. I'll Always Love You, Michael Johnson. Hmm. I used to think, well, maybe it's a mistake for Michael Jackson, but it's not. It's Michael Johnson. I'm sorry, never discovered you, Michael. Uh, Michael Martin Murphy. I have heard of him before, but what's Forever for? And I've got to go on forever trying to discover Michael Martin Murphy. I don't really know him. Now, these two next guys I know. Crystal Gale and Eddie Rabbit doing a duet, You and I. Yes, I'm more familiar with them. And the Go-Go's Head Over Heels. Yeah, I know the Go-Go's, yeah. There's the Go-Go's Head Over Heels. And another band, I'm not familiar with them. The Pursuit of Happiness. She's So Young. And I don't hardly know the band Scarlet and Black neither, 98. You don't know. A US in number 20. It's enhanced. There's another band called Tuesday Blue. No, didn't ring a bell with me. Love Me Simple. And I've got another one. Sure. Are you sure? Official video. And I don't even know who that woman was. We're forgetting it. It's provided by Christian Dubois too. But at the time, I would have had the man's name, but that was been 7 years ago. Missing Persons. I am familiar with the band Missing Persons. Words. Yes, it was a band called Missing Persons. They didn't do too badly, and I think just missed the charts. Sinead O'Connor's Mandrinka, or Mandinka. Yes, Belly is Some, we know. Yes, Imagination. We heard the band Belly is Some many times. And Mark Almond, Tears Run Rings. Got a bit sum up what we know. The future's so bright I gotta wear shades. That's Tim Book 3. We are familiar with that song. Yes, and the colour field, we do know of them. Thinking of you, you cannot personally know the artist, you just know of them. The Bible, we're more familiar with the Holy Bible, but honey, be good. Is she not reading the Bible again? No. Ah, the Bible, don't know them really. April showers, I've heard of them before. The April showers came and the ship was sinking. Abandoned ship. China crisis, we know. African white, that's a crisis for them in 1982. Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark, OMD, if you leave, we know of. The Pale Fountains, we have heard of them on albums here. From Across the Kitchen Table. And I've got the Railway Children, yes. They have a couple of points with us. We do know them over and over. Ooh, the Mighty Lemon Drops. Yeah, I have heard of them before. Inside Out, but not a lot. I don't know a lot about them. The Blue Nile, Tinseltown in the Rain. Think similar to that one. I'll give them 2 points. Robbie Patton, don't give it up. No, I'm not giving it up, but I have not discovered Robbie Patton. I can see his photograph there. I don't know what his songs sound like, but there you go. Amy Holland is another one that lies lower. I Hung on Your Every Word from 1983. We all know this next fella, Julian Lennon, Too Late for Goodbyes. Daddy died. Nelson Pearson. I'm not a fan and I can't even remember him. If you should sail, then your ship might sink and then you might fail. Eloise Laws, I'm just warming up. Don't know Nelson Pearson or Eloise Laws. Sam Brown with a Kissing Gate, yeah. We come with some foreign ones on that disc. Kasia Kowalski, no idea. Sounds Polish to me. Skraudici. And Strymon Wydra and Cape DM, no chance. Zekel Jack Pomat. John Hyatt, everybody's familiar with John Hyatt. Have a little faith. Krusty Keller, I've heard the name mentioned before. And Nick to a Room 2009. No. Jeffrey Osborne on the Wings of Love because he was in the charts 1984 on a telethon. L.A. Guns, we know the Ballad of Jane. Yeah, we've done it many times. I played it. We don't know you were fauna with Drummo, Swish, Latwish, and Richter. I know. Chris Connell, we know he was with Soundgarden, long gone. He's been gone a few years ago now. Howard Benson remix. And we don't know Watchtech Pilchowski, Ludzi. Sound a bit Polish to me. And we know the band 3 Doors Down. It's Not My Time. Blink 182, we're very familiar with. I Miss You. And Sum 41 with me. Alter Bridge. Yeah, give them 2 or 3 points. I've heard of them. What's sure about you, but not a lot. Vulva with Vulva Moss. I'm afraid I do not know. From my compilations, but I never played. It's probably the foreign that puts it off. What I don't understand, and of course, not everybody does. I mean, not a lot of people will understand foreign songs. The Allman Brothers Band, Whipping Post. Oh, we know the Allman Brothers Band. Even the dates, 9/23/70, they appeared at Fillmore East. That's official, yes, we know that. the Alban Brands great film there or a video. Ursula with Pizzazz, Judge Weem. No chance, Ursula. Fools in Love, Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson. Is she really going out with him? Ah, I'm sure that's not Joe Jackson. Well, it might be. We don't know. Got the Long Pigs on here, yeah. We know them. On it goes. And Kingdom Come has been trying. We don't know Andy Mockno tries to kind of see Tosa Wanza Foreign and Stashowski Requiem. We don't know those couple of foreign ones. Barclay James Harbour's very familiar with since the 1970s, late 60s actually. Just a day away, 1983, Barclay James Harbour's. Chris Norman, we know Chris Norman. Was singing about Smokey. Too many hearts have been broken. The band Wild Horses doing Fly Away. The Stones have a song called Wild Horses. That's as far as the Wild Horses go with me. Charlie, 5 years. I'm sorry, I'm now discovered Charlie. It was Charlie's Angels on the TV and that, and Charlie. But this is a band I think called Charlie. Also, I'm losing you. Familiar with the name. John Verity, stay with me, baby. Not know much about John Verity. Kansas doing Andy, yeah, no Kansas, Dust in the Wind and all that. Rick Springfield, What Kind of Fool Am I? Yes, got his albums. Cliff Richard and Phil Everything, She Means Nothing to Me. Yes, Cliff and Phil teamed up in the 80s. Yes. J.J. Cale, we know J.J. Cale. This is the City Girls. And 38 Specials, a band from Southern USA, Texas, I would say. I Ought to Let Go. We know them. The band Heart. Yes, that's a band called Heart. Barracuda, Language of Love. Bobby Barth. I Don't Want to Be Alone Tonight. We've heard his name. We don't know any of his songs really for Bobby Barth. Debbie Bonham. Only at the night. Well, yes, Bonham has been mentioned and Debbie Bonham in the past, but I don't know the lady. Don Henley. Yes, he made a mess of my charts. Not enough love in the world, Don. Somebody kept on plugging you. Well, she wasn't meant to, but of course the car that they want. They just sent the charts into nosedive. Been better if they've been buying you, Don. I've been a rich man by now. Shooting star, little by little. I'm not saying you aren't rich. Shooting star, little by little. Don't know the band Shooting Star, sorry. Steve Walsh, Broken Glass featuring Vince DiCola and Dion Perry. I'm sorry, I don't really know them. I've heard of Steve Walsh just a little. What Do I Know by Sega or Saga? I don't know them. What do I know? Kim Mitchell, All We Are is All We Are, and I don't know Kim Mitchell. Partners in Crime, Doing Fools. I think we are fools. I don't know about Partners in Crime. Nils Lofgren is an old name. We know Nils Lofgren. Didn't have an awful lot of success here. Maybe one little record delivery night. You're going to have a hit soon, he says. And Don Henley, you're not drinking enough. Yes, you ruined my charts. You've been drinking too much. And Doro, with Doro's channel, Beyond the Trees. I don't know Doro. Magnum, we like the band Magnum way back in the 70s even. Magnum Crying Time in the 80s. Jackson Brown in the Shape of a Heart. We listened to Jackson Brown, Running on Empty and all that. Chris Norman, Angie, don't you love me? Of course, Chris Norman from Smokey. Alana Miles does have another song, apart from Black Velvet, Lover of Mine. Stevie Nicks, I Still Miss Someone. Yeah, very familiar with Stevie, with Fleetwood Mac there. And Dan McCaffrey, Starry Eyes. Dan McCaffrey with Nazareth, yeah, we know them. Boston has another song. Yes, To Be a Man. Yeah, there it is. Maria McKee, yeah, we're more familiar with her. Has He Got a Friend for Me? And the song comes from Gene Chandler, and he comes back from the late 50s, early 60s. We know all about Dr. Feelgood, Don't Wait Up, and 38 Special, One in a Million. Chris Norman, Shallow Waters, live in concert 2011. Magnum, The Last Dance. Bob Seger with the Silver Bullet Band. Oh, yes, got them Till It Shines. And Sweet Sandy Scott, yeah, and Sweet as well. Lady Starlight on Supersonic, 75, 1312. Leonard Skinner, Am I Losing? Yes, we have Leonard Skinner. Heart, Love Me Like Music. A flyer, tough that flyer, that'll be 2 or 3 times to get that back. There's 1 push down, there's 2 push down. Linda Ronstadt, Try Me Again there. Well, Renata likes Linda Ronstadt, and we do know Linda Ronstadt since the doing ponies. Maria McKee, More Than a Heart Can Hold. Leanne Rhymes, Yes, You Light Up My Life. Martina McBride, not too familiar with her. A great disguise. The Rubettes doing Lola was intrigued. Yes, I knew they liked the King's song Lola, but I didn't really hear it much from them. Treat Her Right by Russ Ballard. Oh, we know Russ Ballard. He goes back to the 60s. Yeah. Heart, Treat Me Well. Yes, that's the band Heart. And Blue Oyster Cult do have another song, Death Valley Nights. And No Chance. No Chance. Did you get that page up from there? So why not Broken Home? Heard of the band Broken Home. Faith Hill. We've got some Faith Hill, I Love You. And Backstreet Boys, Shape of My Heart. East 17 with Deep. And we know the brand new Heavy, Back to Love. And the Bangles, If She Wants, She Wants. If she knew what she wants. That's the Camera, How Men Are, Fairground Attraction. We have albums by them. Find My Love, Fairground Attraction, you see, has another song. Not just perfect. Jimmy Neal, Cowboy Dreams. I'll be dreaming again some more crocodile shoes one day. Luther Vandross, Love the One You're With. Stephen Still's song, yeah. En Vogue, Don't Let Go. Yes, we know them. And the OG's Darling, Darling Baby. I've got a recommended Justin Timberlake, yes. Mirrors. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, but I can see that's Polish. Polski, Nagagrama, DWA plus Jeden, Shores, Pulalolma, Mall, Swals. Don't know the rest. Alter Bridge, Broken Wings. Somebody been testing me. Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me, yes. And another foreign one, not going to really be able to pronounce it. Ania Westzonski, and it seems to be Polish. Christ 10 Pan I Panny. And that finishes that one. In comes the monkey. Not there. Ah, supposed to be delivering my discs for the two. I only brought a few discs today because this is the rest of the pack which we haven't done. I'm going to play the game with you on these. Now, these are tight. I brought this one because I showed you this one yesterday. I never got anything more done with it. Now look at that tightness. I'm going to give you 3. I'm going to give you 3 on 10. 10. What do you believe? I'm going to need a little bit of help. Right. Blast off. Westlife, Flying Without Wings, Jennifer Rush, The Power of Love, and Backstreet Boys, Shape of My Heart. We're going for The Power of Love, Jennifer Rush. And I'm just checking to see I'm going to do them on 10 for you. Finley Queer, Your Love Gets Sweeter. Martika, Love Thy Will Be Done. And Beverly Craven, Promise Me. It's Martika we choose. We go to the next one. Cars, Dreams, Cars, Drive. Ask the camera how men are. We're going for the Cars with Drive. We're going on the next one now. Jimmy Neal with Cowboy Dreams. I actually put some of these up. Yeah, just a few. Not too many. Oh, and Chris Rea, Fool If You Think It's Over. And Simply Red with Angel. We're going for Chris Rea there. We're moving on to the next section. Anita Baker with Sweet Love. TLC with the Red Light Special. And Lisa Stansfield with Change. We're going for TLC, the Red Light Special. We're moving on to the other side, where we've still got another 5 sectors for you. Rolls Royce, Love Don't Live Here Anymore. Earth, Wind and Fire, After the Love Is Gone. Otis Redding, His Arms and Mine. We like to go with Otis Redding, His Arms and Mine. And the next section, Elvis Presley, Love Me Tender. Andy Williams, Moon River. One for the oldies here. Perry Como, Magic Moments. That's what we're going for. And next section, we'll find some oldies for you. Roy Orbison, Only the Lonely. Everly Brothers, Love Hurts. And Johnny Mathis, I'm Still in Love with You. Now, that's what we're going for. As we move forward to the next section, we'll do Air Supply for you, All Out of Love, Bread, Everyday Hurts, Darrell Hall, John Oates, She's Gone. That's the one for us. And the last section, Teddy Pendergrass, Love TKO, Phyllis Nelson, Move Closer, and Aretha Franklin, Say a Little Prayer and then Move Closer. And that completes 10 on 1. You see, we can't do it. Have you still got your eyes on that score, England Iron? Tell us what's happening. They're coming up to half time. They're coming up to half time, are they? Yes. And, well, it's still 1-0 to Sweden, so that's it. I'm going to do the rock ballads now. Tight as it could possibly be, 100. I'm going to give you a 3 on 10. 3 on 10. That's split the 100 into 10 sectors and give you 3. I'm going to give you Lionel Richie, Hello, Europe, Carrie, and Gary Moore, Still Got the Blues. That's the one we're going for. And next sector, Elvis Presley, It's Now or Never. Queen, The Show Must Go On. Scorpions, Wind of Change. We'll go for Scorpions. And the next section, Black, Wonderful Life. Demis Rousseau's Goodbye, My Love, Goodbye. And Mr. Big, Wild World. That's what we're going for. And on the next sector, Smokey, I'll Meet You at Midnight. And Christy Berg, Lady in Red. And the Beatles, Yesterday. It's I'll Meet You at Midnight. And on to the next section, Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise, but for Nazareth, Love Hurts. And Tony Joe White, Like Placid Blues. He has got another song. Yes, but we're gonna take a Nazareth Love Hurts there. On to the other side for another 5. Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms, Sting, Fields of Gold, And Mike Oldfield with the Moonlight Shadow. That's the one we're taking. On to the next section. Berlin, Take My Breath Away, Foreigner. I just want to know what love is. And the Rolling Stones, Angie. Time I took a Rolling Stones one, Angie. We're going on the next section. Scorpions, Still Loving You. Tanika Tikaram, Twisting My Sobriety. And Chris Norman, Some Hearts Are Diamonds. I like that one from Chris. Some Hearts Are Diamonds. And on the next sector, Eurythmics, Miracle of Love. Santa Esmeralda, You're My Everything. And Chris Isaac, boy, this is a wicked game. It is, Chris. It's a wicked game. That's the one we're taking. And on the last sector, Billy Idol, Sweet 16. Barbara Streisand, it's only in my memory. And Saudi, yes, boy, you're the smooth operator. Barbara Streisand, it's only in my memory. Yeah. And tight as it could possibly be, 100. And there's our couple walking on the beach. Might not be so bad today. I'm checking on it 20, mostly cloudy. Mostly cloudy now, so that sun has disappeared. Mostly cloudy now, but getting 20. But not so great for walking on the beach because that cool chill without that sun. Without that sun. Cool chill. Yeah. Anyway, keep your feet cool. Here we go, 10 on 10, and I'm going to give you 3 on each section. Section 1, Try by Nelly Furtado. Run Baby Run, Sheryl Crow. And Lifted by the Lighthouse Family. We're going for Sheryl Crow's Run Baby Run. On the next one, Sleeping with the Light On, Busted. Secret Smiles, Semisonic. And If You're Not the One, Daniel Bedingfield. But we'll go for Semisonic. On to the next one. We'll go for Wind of Change, Scorpions. She's a Star, James. And Caravan of Love is the House Mountains. But as I said too early, they were going for Scorpions, Wind of Change. And on to the next section. The girl from Ipanema, Stan Getz. Yeah, well, he did back Ashton Converto, and I don't know me Brazilian. He was on the record. Hated Love by Soft Cell. And Up the Junction by Squeeze. Now you put me up the junction. We'll have to go for Squeeze. We'll move on to the next section. Lady in Red, Christopher, Big Big World from Emilia. And Higher and Higher. No, that's Jackie Wilson. Rita Coolidge. That's the one. On the next side, Turn Back Time, Aqua, My Guy, Mary Wells. And What Becomes of the Broken Hearted, Jimmy Ruffin. What becomes of them, Jimmy? They can't get up on here. So we'll go to the next section. Every Time I Say Goodbye, Ella Fitzgerald. Still My Heart. Oh, we're not going to get this one. Silly Niggerland, Foreigner. And One Day in Our Life, Michael Jackson. We're going to go for that one. On to the next sector. Three Times a Lady, Commodores. Tracks by T.S. Smokey Robinson, The Miracles. As time goes by, Bing Crosby. We're going to go for Bing. Why not give Bing a go? Yes. On next sector, I'm Not in Love, 10cc. The Look of Love, ABC. And Wild World from Cat Stevens. Ron will give the cat a go. And on to the last section. Achy Breaky Heart from Billy Ray Cyrus. If I Could Turn Back Time, Cher. Unchained Melody from the Righteous Brothers. If I could turn back time, I'd just sit in my chair. Just Cher. And that's completed another tight one. I've got two more tight ones for you to go. I'm going to take 100 on this. I'm going to take 100. You do your 3 on 10. That's 3 on each section of 10. Going to make the sections up 1 to 10, 10 to 20. Led Zeppelin, Since I've Been Loving You. Jimi Hendrix, Red House. And Janis Joplin, Cry Baby. I'm going for Zeppelin, Since I've Been Loving You. On the next sector, Blind Faith, Presence of the Lord. Jimi Hendrix, The Wind Cries Mary. And 10 years after, Spiders, a Spider in My Web. Going to take Jimi Hendrix, Wind Cries Mary. Allman Brothers, Stormy Monday, next section. Fleetwood Mac, Worried Dream. Rolling Stones, I Got the Blues. Gonna take Allman Brothers with Stormy Monday. Next section, Doors, Cars Hiss by My Window. Screaming Jay Hawkins, Portrait of a Man. Oh, wild man, yes. And Elton John, Have Mercy on the Criminal. Gonna take a Screaming Jay Hawkins for Portrait of a Man, yeah. And on the next section, gonna get Black Sabbath, She's Gone. Rainbow. Maybe next time. And Alan Price, You're Telling Me. Black Sabbath, She's Gone, and I switch to the next section. Stevie Wonder, Too Shy to Say. Robin Thrower, Sajong. Bonnie Tyler, The World Starts Tonight. We'll take that one. We're going to push on there with Aerosmith, Cry Me a River. Crosby, Stills and Nash, just a song before you go. And Joe Cocker, Many Rivers to Cross. We'll take that one. We'll go on to the next one. Peter Green, One More Night Without You. Sting, Moon Over Bourbon Street. And Stevie Wonder, Make Sure You're Sure. Sting, Move Over Bourbon Street. That's Moon Over Bourbon Street. Eric Clapton, Bell Bottom Blues. Bob Dylan, Born in Time. And the band, Blind Willie Mitchell. We'll take that for the band. And we'll do the next section. Bonnie Raitt, Tangled and Dark. Rod Stewart, Try a Little Tenderness. And Sting, Sister Moon. We'll take Sting and Sister Moon. That finishes that one. We haven't had a refreshment, not one today. It's been pushed, rushed. And that's what happened to the bunny yesterday. And we've got guests in today also as well. And that's what happened to the bunny yesterday, and he faked out. Now I'm going to give you on this one. Tight as tight can possibly be. There's 120 on here. I'm going to leave 3 on 12 sections. The 4 years. It will skin us. If it doesn't, we'll still be here tomorrow. Both sides now, Judy Collins, If I Were a Carpenter, Bobby Darin. And Lemon Tree, Trina Lopez. If I Were a Carpenter is the one. Next section, Green Green, the new Christy Minstrels, the Summer Song Chart in Jeremy. And Love Mine is Zero, No Limit, Jude Bias. Taken Summer Song Chart in Jeremy. Third section, One Taramera, Pete Seeger, Baby Don't Go Share. Ed Wales Sing in the Sunlight Gale, Garnet. We're taking that one. We're going for the next one now, which will be the 4th section. There's a meeting here tonight. Limelighters, Walk Right In, the Rooftop Singers. Yesterday's gone charred. Without Jeremy. Up to him. Move on to the next section. Daydream, Loving Spoonful, Luke John B, the Beach Boys, Cam Dooley, the Kingston Trio, Struggling, and take the Beach Boys there. Go to the next sector. Go to Billy Joe, Bobby Gentry. Someday soon, Julie Collins. And my old man live, the Smothers Brothers. I don't know. I'm going on the next section because I've still got 6 to do. Worried Man, Kingston Trio. Mama don't allow the Rooftop Singers. Pretoria, Smothers Brothers. Rooftop Singers going to have to take their. Dominique, the singing None. Reason to Believe, Tim Harden. In my back page is Birds. Reason to Believe by Tim Harden. I like that. I used to like that one. Rod Stewart did it as well, if you want a more hits version. Pete Ollie, Mamas and the Papas. The Reverend Mr. Black, Kingston Trio. Beans in My Ears. Serendipity Singers. We'll take that one. You've got beans in our ears. Somebody being messy at the table. Right, go on to the next section and find Bob Dylan. What does Bob Dylan wear on his feet? What kind of shoes does he wear? He wears boots of Spanish leather. That's what he wears. What about the band when they're not being the band? What did Robbie Robinson wear? When I find it again, I lost it. Anyway, he wears a long black heel. And love is just a four-letter word for John Bias. We're taking Bob Dylan there with boots of Spanish leather. We're moving on. We're going to push it there to Light My Fire from Josie Feliciano. These are the folk years. Red Rubber Ball from The Circle. Gotta Travel On from Billy Graham. We'll take Red Rubber Ball from The Circle. It was a Paul Simon song and quite like that at the time in the 60s. We're going to push on. We're going to have to push on. Tom Cott, the Rooftop Singers. Kumbaya, the Sandpipers. And MTA, the Kingston Trio. We're going to leave that one there. We've got one section to go. A World of Our Own Seekers, Mr. Bojangles, Jerry Jeff Walker, and England Swings. And I hope they'll be swinging tomorrow by Roger Whit Miller. And that's the one. And we've done that one. And that's been hectic because that's a lot there. That's a lot there. Now, I hope they'll be swinging tomorrow. Are they swinging tomorrow? England Lion. Coming back into the studio. The England Lions will be swinging tomorrow. Final destination is Get as Golden Girls and Get That Cup. Sadly, one presenter which will not be reporting on it is Michael Parkinson. The great presenter in the sky has died. It's 88. And there he is. Funny Rabbit is here. He nearly died, but they gave him treatment. And he still flops it, but of course he's only a baby. It's his little bunny, but it might be better we call him Baby Bunny, but we've got Baby Sherlock, of course. Baby Sherlock's actually grown up over these years, you know. He's more like young Sherlock now, it should be called. And perhaps he should be called Baby Bunny. Have they got the right names? We've been looking at it. Anyway, we've got England Lion in the studio. England Lion, are you crying? No, because everything's going my way at the moment. Sweden are leading 1-0 at half time. As I said, me and you, yes, then we blew in it, but we put that page off. and it's back on, and that was a blow. That means that in the second half, 51 minutes, I think, gone now. So there you go, and that's England Lion, and that's Little Bunny. Hello, I'm a bit flimsy, but I'm fine. And it's nice to see you, and thank you everybody for saving my life. Well, I mean, you did save my life because, I mean, if I did not come on, you would wonder where I was. But there I am. But I'm still a baby and going to be held. I know William Holden, I ain't speaking for me. I can't get the voice, but there's a differ between my bunny voice and his voice and William's voice. And anyway, that YouTube speaker, it stops for no apparent reason. Now, presenters don't like people that stop for no apparent. You cannot be a presenter and say, what was that? What did you say there? No, you've got to keep the show flowing. And I don't, I don't do them things. I'm 50 miles an hour. Right, Guy, any of your men collapsed recently, or are they collapsing every day? It's tough out there in the sun. And when you collapse, last thing you want to do is fire your gun, because you might shoot somebody. Is that the bunny? Bring him to me. I'll give him a boom, 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 and I'll tickle his nose. Oh, now he's alive. And there he goes. And that was a bunny, and that was a cure. We've got Big Sherlock. Nice guy, lovely guy. There's his eyes. I know you can see people in the studio today, but he had to help. And that's Baby Sherlock. It currently wants to change his name to Young Sherlock, because he's a baby now. The baby bunny. He wants to change his name to Baby Bunny. Because he's not very old. But we're not really subject to change names. We'll put it to the board, and we'll decide. And Mr. Wright is here, right-hand man since day one. He's been here for years. Provides my jungle juice, vitamin juice every day. He may go in, and sometimes it stops me. Blow your socks off. Boom. Right? And I see anybody in the studio? No, who's coming in tomorrow? It does, man. Yeah, them, You mean some of them need a dust? Well, some of them are lying in the cupboard. Oh, they're all right. We're not getting any dust in there. Well, England Lion, one last report. Let's see what the score is now. Still 1-0 to Sweden. Okay. We'll have to go. We like it when they're going through penalties. We talk through it. But they're not at penalties yet. No. They might not be. And our friend Bunny, would you say something? Please call me Baby now, Baby Bunny. Not to be confused with Baby Sherlock, he's now Young Sherlock. So we've changed the names. Whether we get round to changing the names, not straight away, of course. We'll have to consult. And so there you go. Well, I'm going to say thank you very much, everybody, for the William Live Show, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, everybody. Sweden 1-up. Sweden 1-up on Australia. That'll please me in England, Lion. Bye-bye.